This is Daddy's first buck, 1985, mountain up in Rabun County. All right, Evan, what is the gross score on this buck?
About a 1.5.
So that buck scored 112, gross Boone and Crockett. That was my first buck I brought home, 112 inches. All right, let's go to the next. I got a lot of other nice bucks, but I only mounted this one next. This one's in Redlands Wildlife Management Area in the year 2000. And what do you think this buck scores?
100.
That was also 112, same as the other.
Doesn't look like
It
it.
has a 112, exactly. All right, next year, Redlands. Oh, John Simons was hunting with me when I got this one. It's interesting.
Look, I have a strategy. Just add 12 to my
All right,
answer.
next one here. What did that one? That was at Redlands?
115. No. No, wait. Yeah, 115.
Now, that was about 117, so you're real close on that buck. That was about 117. All right, this buck right here, Redlands, about 2009. What do you think it scored? Redlands WMA.
110.
112. Close. This one was at 2003. Actually, I got 4 bucks in 4 states this year. What did this buck score? This was from Mississippi.
117.
It was actually about a 114. All right. Let's go over to this buck here with an arrow on it. That was Ohio 2003. What did that buck score? Any idea?
113.
116.
Not by a lot.
All right, then let's go over here. This buck, this is one of my biggest bucks.
140.
This one was taken down at Vidalia in 2015 or 16. And this buck scored 139 and a half inches, so right at 140, okay? All right, let's go to Jerry's 2009, Jerry's Farm.
143.
If it had the full main beam, it would have been 145, but it's about 139 and a half inches because that one beam was damaged, okay? See where it's damaged on the left?
No. Where?
See, look on the left side. Do you see where he was damaged? See right here?
Oh, wait, that was damaged?
Yeah, see, he didn't have it all the way around. See, he would have been 145 inches if that came all the way around. All right, let's go to this buck. That buck was on my hunting club down in Wilkes County in about 2004, no, about 2014. Give me the score on this one, Evan. 11-6, 2014.
110.
This buck scores 121 inches, okay?
That don't look like a 120.
Yeah, it is. That's a 120. Yeah, because he's got a lot of mass. That's a 120. All right, this buck, the next day, public land, Clark Hill, November the 7th. And he had a lot of mass. What was the score on this one?
123.
129.
No, fella.
Yeah, that was 129. All right, let's go over here. This is at Kentucky. This is a big 6-pointer. It was a big 6. And all I seen was it come under my tree stand. That's probably 100 and, I'd say it's 100.
100. 110.
Yeah, I would say probably 110 6-point. It's a big 6. All right, let's go over here to this buck. This buck was taken in Kentucky, public land, Peabody. Come here and look at this one, Evan.
I'm looking at that.
And he's got long tines. So what would this buck score?
127.
That's about 136. Close. All right, let's come over here to this buck. This buck, I think that was down at, this buck was down, I believe, down at Vidalia. What do you think it scored?
That would be 116.
That's about 108, so not quite as big. All right, let's go over here. You were with me on this one. This buck here, I need to fix that. That buck, I think we come up with it. I scored it, and it was like 112. It was 112.
I took it down because it was a little bit broken. So I took it down and put that one up.
Okay. This buck here, Evan, I got this buck at last year, 2021. This is a big Vidalia buck, Evan. So what do you think that buck scored? It's pretty big.
130.
No, that's about a 118. But he was almost 120. That was a big buck.
Looks better. Looks bigger.
He's thick. And this one right here, Evan, this was Kentucky last year, 2021.
How many points? 7.
Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Where's the 10? Where's the 9, 10?
Okay, look right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, I didn't see that
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's actually 11.
This would have been non-typical if you gave it time to grow.
So what do you think that buck scored?
It's thick.
It's thick. It's got a lot of mass.
About 1. One 119.
130.
I'm off by 10.
And then right here, some more bucks, Evan. I mean, these are some good bucks too. I
Let me
mean,
make sure the one underneath.
those are probably all over 110, 100. Like this one was from Uchi. That was about a 105, I think. That's pretty big.
This one, I'm estimating 130.
No, he was wide, but that one was only about a 1. He wasn't real long tines. I think that was about a 110, okay? That's about 110 inch, but see, he was big. Pull them other ones out.
I wish I could have gave all of these bucks time to grow. These were so big.
This is a big 6-pointer down at Uchi also. That's probably about 90.
120.
About 90 inches, 6. Evan, right here is a big buck. I don't remember where it came from. That's about a 10.
Wait.
I think that was Die Lane.
110.
That's not quite. About 104 or 5, I think. It was a little over 100 inches, okay? That buck was a little over about 100 inches. Then I found a huge, huge shed. This shed was a giant. Found that.
That side right there, my friend. 70.
This buck right here, you're right. This buck would have been in the 150s. It was about 65 inches on one side. But it would have scored probably 140s, 150s. It was a big buck. This was a big shed I found on my club in Wilkes County. It probably would have won 120s. This buck was from Maine. And I bought that rack in Maine for 50 bucks with Jerry Alexander. And I had it mounted because I was playing a joke on David Watson. I said, I'm going to show David. And guess what? David killed a monster that year in Ohio. So this buck would have probably been 130 inches, but that was playing a joke on David Watson, and it turned out to backfire because he really killed a big one. But that was one I had mounted. So I did not kill this buck. I bought that one. Jerry also bought one, $50.
$50 for same, like.
For another buck.
How big?
Jerry's was probably about a 130, probably 135 or something.
So you can sell these. These are profit.
And right in here we have fish. So that's a big striper.
These ones we're gonna measure by pounds.
That one was 19 pounder. Evan, that was the first one I caught by myself, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna try to measure that.
This brook trout weighed about 3 pounds, 3.5.
3?
This big striper was 25 here, okay? That was my biggest.
And let me try to measure the bottom trout and then the top one.
All right, those are steelhead.
Bottom one, about 12 pounds. Top one, 10 pounds.
They're both about 10 pounds, 9 and 10. All right, Evan, this big striper here, guess who caught that one?
Jerry.
Grandpa caught this one.
Oh, yeah.
This was his big striper he caught with me. And we lost one bigger than that.
27.
We lost one was probably 35 pounds. That was about a 24, 25 pounder. Big old fat fish.
Can you eat the ones you mount?
No, yeah, you can. That brown trout, I caught him. That one I caught up in Helen, and that was about a 3 pound brown. That was a nice brown. All right, that's it.